All right, and welcome to round one of the Untap Open League team series. Team series is just like most other team series that you know, where there's three formats and best two out of three matches wins the round. In this case, it's going to be Legacy, Modern, and Pioneer, and I am in the Pioneer seat. Today I'm playing against Mason Manic, and he is on Red Black Anvil, whereas I am on, well, I mean, five color Enigmatic. It's the only deck I play at this point. I have it all on paper. I'm a madman. It's a pretty straightforward matchup. They're gonna look to sacrifice things like you see in Jund Sacrifice and Red Black Sites. In this case, the new card is Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Gonna be very interesting. I gotta pull up my Yorion. Mm, So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna highlight it. So it's pretty straightforward to do. As for us, we're playing a new variant of Enigmatic. It's actually a little bit behind what other people have done, especially as of late. We have people trying out Commune with Spirits. So by the time this league is over, it's going to be about just over a month from now. So that's going to be very old tech. I wish that the tech would have been brought up a week earlier, so I could have tried it out. But in this case, we're trying out a few new cards. We're trying out Fable the Mirror Break well as a one-off. Oh, I'm not very confident about it. I think that it will eventually deserve its slots if it's good enough. I see the Saffron Olive Vada. Honestly, my personal opinion, nothing against Seth. It's just I would say you learn more of what not to do in that VOD than what to do with Enigmatic. And I would recommend watching someone who either A, Pioneer, or B, knows how to play the deck and has played for a while, such as myself. I'm just going to throw that little plug there. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and copy this. And we're going to share this so people can watch. So I decided, in regards to how my team is currently doing, we are currently 1-1 in our game, so had our living end player, Lanny, beat, I forgot who he was playing against, but he won. And then we had Winconless Lurin beat Nameless, who was on Islands, High Tide. Both to game 3, so we're gonna go see what happens. What else are we trying this time around? So our main deck, how is it different? Up decks on the other tab. Like I have this screen and I have a to my left. Impact Fires version 3.1. Yeah, here we go. So what was different? We are, unlike the previous build, we're skewed towards aggro, and I was happy by call. This one is much more skewed to control because I had a feeling a lot of people that this metagame is very similar on the on-top leagues. It's very similar to what that week's top deck. In this case, it was control. So how did we combat against control? We changed our sideboard. This time around, we're running a Fierce Impact package, and we're running March of Ugly Light over Portable Hole. That's something I want to try. And also in respect to the sacrifice decks that were out there, we are running Yashan. Mask goes for some board wiping, which may actually be relevant this game, and also against Winota, because Winota is a bad matchup unless you can answer it. And our two primary answers are Mito, which is in the main, and Massacre. So the Massacre pack away. Where is our opponent? In regards to how a cyborg, we're gonna look to. We need to what they're gonna be. What is our opponent doing? Considering the cyborg is wide open. This cyborg consists of gatekeepers, two torture defiances, four goblins, two K-coms, two soul transfers, and three surges. The question is, what do they want to do? They want to be more aggro, controlling, and slowing down. I feel like this deck, what they've designed this sideboard, is they want to be fast game one and then slow down as the games progress. So I could see a combination of like Torture Defense, Go Blanks, Soul Transfers coming in. The question is, what do they need to cut? Honestly, you cut Thoughtseize in this matchup. You're playing against mid range, so it means in the mid to late game, if there's no advantage and its range can be very swingy, top decking a Thoughtseize is not the greatest thing in the world. It's like it's bad. So it's just gonna get stuck in hand. There's nothing gonna be do with it. And from us, we need to first of all, anytime you're playing Enigmatic, you always are going to have your silver billets somewhere in your main, whether that be like Eidolon, rest, rule of law effects and like Deathling Signs or Eidolon or Archive Maria to maybe your graveyard aids, like Rest in Peace. You have to address is your silver bullet cards good in the matchup, and if they aren't good, those should be your cuts period because those are free slots for you. That you have to figure out like what else do I want to cut? What can I remove some of my filler, maybe an OMC, which I like to do often? Do I cut some of my weaker creatures? And that's how I approach this matchup. And we'll be able to see that as the games progress. Now, our big win more card in this case, in the red black, in case you haven't noticed it, is our Yashan in the sideboard. It basically shuts a lot of the ways they can gain their value, and it can be very difficult for them to accrue further value. Only downside to this for us is the fact that we don't run many, if any, 3-man enchantments, which is unfortunate, but with the way we do our deck, it should be okay. We have, in game, we have Eidolon, and we can always just go and grab Arcana Sun's Grace. Or we can just go and grab a Yashan. So we'll have multiple options. What else is there to talk about? Kumbal. Kumbal. It may seem weird. It seems like very good, like burn style decks, but it's token. If I drain you for 2 and I do that a couple times, maybe I hit you a couple times. All of a sudden, that's 8 to 10 damage. That's half your life total. Now, maybe there's ways you can gain some life back, but at the same time, it can be difficult. Now, anyway, Veil Breaker. I saw some of this earlier. I think it can be good, but same token, it's like all these creatures I'm gonna be tutoring and making copies of. Are they gonna be good enough? What are they gonna be doing? Because I lose them at the end of turn. Plus, it takes a lot of turns for it to actually flip. I mean, it does make a 2/2 that can make treasure tokens for us to ramp, and it does loot throughout, which is always good when we're trying to find key pieces. It's just we do at that point. Anyways, I am going to pause the recording here while I am waiting for opponent. Because it's been 10 minutes. And I've honestly thought he'd be here. And I thought I had more than enough information to ram in. Alright, and we're back. Sorry about the short delay. We're just gonna go ahead and start drawing our 7. It's actually not that bad. On the draw, we can lead on Ketria. No white source. What's our untapped white source rate? Yep, I need to lead on Ketria, I think. If I lead on Ketria, that turns on Glacial, Harbor, the Sun Petals. I had to keep this and lead on Ketria, unless something happens. Yeah, okay. I had to keep this hand. Really and Ketria here. They thought they cat me. Okay. We'll draw. There is an argument to play Rogren here, but I'm more likely to draw a check land. So that produces white than a. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I'm more likely to draw a check land that produces green. If that's the case, I'm more likely to reveal that I lead on Rogren. Okay, Blood Tithe, cool. That's fine. They're gonna attack me for 1, and they're going to pass after that. I do need to get on the battlefield quickly. We did not. That's a bit unfortunate. So we're just gonna play this Catcher Triumph and pass. It could be worse because now I'm in a position where I believe I'm pretty confident where I can get value off the naturalist immediately. However, if I was able to play naturalist then lead untap land. Like if I lead on natural and 2 with an untapped land and fires on 3, then I can play presence. There's a lot of line could be good, but at the same token, it's not the absolute worst, but it could have absolutely been better. I still feel like I have to keep that. They're gonna Anvil, okay, and then play the land tapped. Okay, how do they want to go about this? Alright, what else are they doing? Do I have the internet? Uh, I'll be right back. We go ahead and just pause the recording real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Internet died, so take 1. And right. Combat. Okay, there you go. Sacrificing the blood here? Yeah, they sacrifice the blood. They make a 1-1. We lose one. Okay, we are dying very quickly. That's actually pretty cute. So we're gonna go ahead and untap and draw. Bit unfortunate. Gonna tap for 2 to play the Jukai Naturalist. And we're gonna tap and play a Long Trial. And pass the turn. Hope they have an answer for this Naturalist so we can maybe chump block the Cauldron Familiar. Gain a bit of life. Not much we can do there, unfortunately. So now we get to see what our opponent does. Honestly, see if they have an answer to this Naturalist. Second Harvester, make a blood, then they sack. That kills it. We only take 2 turn though. Gonna go to combat. Gonna attack 3. We're gonna go ahead and block that. We're gonna make the clear block make. We'll block like that. That was pretty easy block on our side. Because they can just sack the construct to the anvil. If they had a voltaic surge there, they could have killed this, but they only run one in their deck. A pretty good spot. If we can draw a land, honestly. Untapped land. Yep, they lose their construct. Untapped land would still be best draw. We'll make another one. Oh, sleeve. Go ahead, untap, and draw another tap land. We blow up the anvil. Go ahead and pass. These lands are just killing me. My hand is really good, but it's the fact that I have drawn. I start off with the game with two top lands, and I proceed to draw two more lands. And I'd much rather like maybe home back, and we only run 9 in the deck. So I am aware of the fear of running tap lands, but it's only 9 in the deck. They're gonna attack with a lot. So 3, 4. 3, 6, 8. Is this 8 here? Kill the land. I need to kill the land here. If I kill the land, I could kill the hive harvester, but there's not much there. Yep, because me took. Okay, draw. Theoretically, my draw. I gotta play now against here. Good. GG. Okay, luckily sideboard plan already built. And it's not much I can do. I draw of the top 15, 20 cards in my library. The first 4 lands are all or half by jumps. Gonna keep existing open the sideboard. And we are going to go to my sideboard. We're going to play. So we're cutting side. We're gonna cut the definitely silence. Island Rhetoric, definitely silence. The scare. We're gonna cut the Scare God. I don't think it's gonna be as good in future games. Don't think that's where we need to be. Gonna cut the Scare God, the Rallier, and the an Omen, Rallier, and the Scapegoat. And then we are going to bring in the 2 marches that compile the Sean the Massacre. So the Sean. We were debating about Rest in Peace, but I don't think it's going to be worth it in the end. So we're just going to go ahead and just make those changes that we feel necessary. And we're going to go ahead and draw a 7. Now this is a much better hand. Like, it's not going to have the explosive potential, but it's the fact that it's tap line 1, untap, play Samba the Grove, or even Ketria Trial. As we Enigmatic, we sack a chain to rocks, we grab companion, they're on a multi-5. Which is unfortunate. However, on a multi-5 in a mid-range matchup. They go ahead and bomb 2 cards. We're gonna It's pretty straightforward here. We lead on Survive Pass. Go ahead, untap and draw. We draw fires. They didn't do anything on their first turn. We want to hit all land drops. It being untapped that we care about, so we're going to play the second Triumph. Usually I'd like to hold up a Triumph just to cycle in the future, but we are hitting our land drops, which is why we chose not to do anything. What do you want here? Probably Enigmatic? I think Enigmatic's the call. This is a tough hand because next turn we just play Cabal. Do they have any answer at all to this? But they kept on Thoughtseize. I thought they were going to cut the Thoughtseizes, which is very intriguing. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, they kept a one-lander. Okay, okay. So do we want to draw the Yorion? I think I want to draw the. If we draw the Yorion, can draw the Yorion. We can cycle the Triumph we just drew, or we could change the rocks. We need to be able to set up an Enigmatic. This is actually a little tough of what the exact line is. Highest upside is gonna just be putting the Yorion to hand. Just it's drawing another when they're stuck on lands. And it works very well with fires. It also allows us to hold the side charm in our hand in case we draw anything. We're gonna take the risk. Our fourth lane's not gonna come in untapped at the moment, which is a little unfortunate. But it all depends on if they want to take the. Now that they know the Yorion, okay. Okay. But I mean, this is fine. We can tap 2. We presence here. We go ahead and draw a card. Then we play Endoth Triumph tapped and pass the turn and set up for an Enigmatic. We Enigmatic for Gloom Shrieker, get back Yorion. Okay. Yeah. We didn't bring in Sin Collector, so I don't have an answer for that, but I do like getting Gloom Shrieker here. I'm gonna play Fires. I think. Move to end step. We're gonna sack the Nylea's presence. We are going to find our Gloom Shrieker. Gloom Shrieker is going to enter the battlefield. And we're gonna put Yorion back to hand. And then we'll just pass. Hey, we got there. We'll play another. We won that one. We're gonna go ahead and open a sideboard. And we have a couple changes in between play and draw. Still gonna bring in the same cards. We're just adjusting what we're cutting. We bring back in the Valier. Exchange for Hinterland Harbor? Well, I wanna cut the Hinterland. What am I cutting here? We're gonna bring back the Omen. And we're gonna go ahead and draw a 7. Hmm. Oops, wrong button. I don't think this is a mulligan. I can lead on Savai into stomping on to Savai. Want to reveal cards to. Yeah, I was already being. Yeah, I was already that way in mulliganing. It's not that good. It's good, like it has some lands. Okay, much better. Okay, we can do Savai. Here's the forest. I'll keep this. Yeah, wrong button. It was already close to him, pretty close to him all. Yeah. Mm. And Yorian. More expensive board. What do you want to take here? Maybe the fires or the omen, I think. There's an argument for the omen. I think omen. You could take the fires for the higher upside. Like if you think the game's gonna go long, if the game's going short. But we'll see the texture of this game of how we want to play it out. Just did blow off my side, but I usually. Sorry about that. We're just trying to get a quick clarification. Yeah, so you take the Skyclave apparition. Okay, okay. Go ahead and draw. It's still we still play on the Indotron, so it turns on the rest of our colors. We're not missing red, which is fine. It just locks us into playing the Drowned Catacomb next turn, which is okay. Then we can lead on the probably Sumpler Grove. Yeah, it's just a technicality. I can see where he's coming from. It's not declared, but at the same token, it was both in sideboard from two prior games and everything else. Yeah, if that's good. Are you playing cats here? They got the cat oven online, which is why they took care of the Skyclave. We will just play the Drowned Catacombs turn. You do the thing, lose one, you gain one. You put the cat in the oven and you feed the oven the cat. Ooh, synthesizer. Okay, let's see what you get. Ooh, yes, yes. Okay, okay, that is a whiff. That's bad. That is rough for them. But we don't have to worry about that anymore. So how do they want to play? They attack for one, drop me a 17. Still Omen. Omen, I look for that. I am looking for Yashawn. Because they are clearly. They play it tapped or untapped? Probably play tapped. I'm gonna go ahead and scry. We'll scry 2. Okay, we're gonna bound the confluence. Do we want the Nihilist presence? Nihilist presence gives us red mana. We can put that on the Drowned Catacomb. Yeah, okay. Or we could play both. Play the confluence on that. Gonna bottom that and just draw the presence. We also need another 2-drop, I think. Oh, draw those two. Let's see. We will play. We're not playing the Endotha Triumph at all this game, I think. I think it's gonna be more for cycling away. Or we'll play on turn 5 when tapped, it doesn't matter. Here we need to play the Drunk Catacomb. No, we put it on the Isolate Chapel. Put on Isolate Chapel. This also is one less card that they know about, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll tap the 2 to play Nylea's Presence on here, drawing a card. There's Dragon Skull Summit, so we're not even playing in turn 5. They have 2 cards in hand, and they whiffed on their synthesizer. They can't sacrifice the next turn. They don't want any extra value. So we'll go ahead and do the cat. Get the food. Sack the food. Get the cat. I think Manga's our best draw, obviously. We just need to draw a non-land here. If we can draw a non-land here, we play Fires into Yorion, or Fires plus the other card. Another synthesizer, okay. Let's see what this one hits. Draws synthesizer draws what? They can cast anything if they have a land. Yeah, that's good. Guess I have dispute, but I can't dispute that, so I have no answer for it. Draws another synthesizer. Okay. Do they want to play that synthesizer? Yeah, that's good. Also get to see a little bit more of the deck, hoping to hit a land. Okay, that's pretty damn good. 1 mana, draw 1, repeat twice. Right now, Yorin is a Scry 2, draw 2, 4 mana, well 5 mana for free. And, well, Scry 2, then Scry 2, well, Scry 2, draw 2, because I can, at worst, I can hold priority and sack the Omen to Scry 2, and then I will draw. I'll find what I'm looking for from the cards. Okay, so we'll go ahead, untap, and draw. Not what I was hoping for. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. They're not really pressuring us right now, which is good. But at the same token, we need to find something to do. So here, in this case, we are going to play out our first actual red source so that the presence can go onto that. We'll tap for 4. We will cast the Fire's Invention. And we will then turn. If we can go end of turn, sack the cat, sack food, bring back the cat, drain. I mean, it is a clock. The question is, how quickly do they want to speed up said clock? And how much time do I really have? If they're they're sacrificing synthesizer. Okay. Fine by me. They draw a Deadly Dispute. They hit a land. take the 1. Then I cast the Dispute. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Exile Anvil. They can't cast that. Yeah, these artifacts have very been favorable. Exiling both Mayhem and Oni Cult. They make their treasure. Like of the 5 cards they've drawn off these synthesizers, the 2 that matter most are in exile. Another cat. Okay. I need life gain. Got it. Nothing new. Go ahead, untap and draw. Oh. Okay. 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 How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? So we're going to place some Pelgrove. I can blow up in Gloom Trigger here. Gloom Trigger allows me to do some really nasty stuff. So we'll play Enigmatic. Tap 1, 2, 3. Throw the Yori onto our hand. Play the Yorion. And what am I doing? We'll shake this. We will exile this and that. End step. We will going with Resolve first, then Enigmatic. We're going. I'm gonna stack it to draw Sky to draw to. Do I have internet? I do have internet. Internet dying again. And I will be back. Alright, internet number 2 outage is back. Okay. I'm gonna Sky to draw 2. Do I want lands? If I draw the land, here's the thought process about draw two lands. When I shuffle my deck, I'm gonna have two less draw to draw. This also allows me. I also draw the 6 untapped lands, so at worst I can double cycle. I can double cycle. I still find. I guarantee Gloomshrieker. Gloomshrieker grabs back Skyclave, and I can still do weird loops next turn. Yeah, because the goal here is Yashawn. They have a plan for Yashawn right now, and I want advantage of that. The issue right now, oh, I can do my blinking in a way. We'll have to do it in a way where I have to sack the enigmatic. I can still do it. I can still do it. What am I saying? There's ways of doing it. You just have to be very careful because it's your speed. No, but then everything that they do is sorcery speed, so they have to tap out for. I think I want to draw these lands. It's very weird. I want to draw these. I'm gonna go ahead and draw those lands. And then this will go here. Omen will go here. And then sacrifice the presence. Because we don't need the thing as much anymore. We'll go find Gloomshrieker. Gloomshrieker enters. Gloomshrieker gets back Skyclave. We'll go ahead and shuffle. That force him to have an answer. We're gonna reveal this to our opponent. Yeah, we're going past turn. We didn't get anything backbreaking. What we was we set up for the usual. So like next turn, I click as a Gloomshrieker. There's a lot of lines I can do here, as long as they don't draw a Mayhem Devil. But same token, if they're playing Mayhem Devil out, then I'm just going to exile Skyclave. That they're in a tough position. I have a Gloomshrieker, and I have Yorion. Yorion can block a Samurai. I could have also grabbed. Could have also Cleric for Meat Hook. There's a lot of lines here. I choose Gloomshrieker for the upside of grabbing Yashawn, because right now the current game plan is killing me with Witch's Ovens, which clearly isn't going to work anymore, because I just top deck very well. But let's see what to do here. They can sacrifice the Synthesizer. The only way for them to really kill it, Yashawn, is on their turn, and we're going to play right now Skyclave the... Yeah, we're going to kill this hand. It's... Okay, which one would you like? Nothing's very good here, but you know. Everything's bad here. Like, what do you want to take here? Like, if they want to take the Mimic, they can... Like, our hand is actively bad. Can they figure out we drew the lands? Maybe. But why would we just draw two lands? Okay, they take the Skyclave. It's actively good. They still need to deal with this Gloom Shrieker. Because quick, I'm gonna be able to attack Yorion. Sure. Like a blood. Cemetery, exile what? You got exile creature? Exile Skyclave? Wait, is my internet going down again? Hold up. Uh, let's see. Yep, internet is down again. No, it still says it's up. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. The internet's down again. Alright, I'm back on my computer. It's such a mess. Okay, so I'm gonna pay 3 to cycle and draw a card. Is it worth it to Wandering Mind here? Is it worth it? I need time. Yeah, I just need something. Gonna start with Wandering Mind. Going to go ahead, find a card. Now we're gonna scry 6. Okay, March, chained. Yes, I'll take 2. I can theoretically wipe the board here. Do I want to wipe the board here? Um, no, I don't want to wipe the board here. I need to sacrifice Omen, which means I need to find Trial. By Trial, I make them sack a creature. Yeah. I just need to survive here. There's no way for me to get exactly what I want. So I'm going to... I can exile... If I exile the Harvester, I can exile the Harvester, and then they don't have that to activate and kill whatever. I actually like that. Gonna grab... Oh, I don't have... Oh, I haven't played my land for turn. So if I can grab... If I grab the Chain Rocks, I can grab the Chain Rocks, I can play the Stomping Ground tapped. Um... Stomping Ground tapped, take... Yeah, okay. We're gonna send this to the face down pile. Then we're all gonna send these cards to the bottom. Then we are going to play the Stomper tapped, and then put the Chain to Rocks, getting rid of the Blood Type Harvester. Then we'll go ahead and move to end step. We'll sacrifice a Ominacy. As much as I like to do other loops, I need to find. I need to gain some life here, and the best way for me to gain life is simply. I could Kenrith. I think I want Kenrith next turn. So with that being the case, I need to go ahead and grab Knife Autumn and gain 4 life. Yep. Please not hold for more than 5 minutes. Okay, they're sacrificing third synthesizer. What's their third card? Thoughtseize. Will they choose to cast it? They know it's basically my hand. It's 2 rounds basically. For ref, if they choose to make me discard one of these, we're gonna play the one this upcoming turn, and we'll just get some Yorion loops. Believe it or not, with Gloomshrieker. We're just gonna wait until what they want to do. And then we're gonna grab Kenrith, and then we are going to proceed to win the game. Yep. Go ahead and sack. Take 1. Yep, they are sacrificing the blood so that they can draw a card. And this is going Haunted Ridge. I don't think. I think we have it this turn. A Deadly Dispute, Samurai. Okay. Then they know that they are trouble. They are choosing not to play Thoughtseize here. They make a treasure. Do they thoughts? Play a land. They tap it. Build steam vents. Do you want your? You probably want to take spool. Okay. Oh, yeah. So if they leave the Yorion in there, which they I don't think they can answer. So they have 1 treasure. we will be able to dupes. We're gonna go ahead and untap, upkeep, and draw. We're gonna move to combat. Do we attack Orion based on? No, we don't. We're gonna just hold up the Orion loop. So we can hold up Orion loops and hold up a nat. We can play naturals as the blocker. So we're gonna attack for 6. Second main, we'll play 3, 4, 5. I only have 2 mana. I cannot cycle here. What I can do is I can play. I'm gonna play Savitron tapped. I don't think I'm not gonna want to cycle this with a Kenny. I won't hit my land drops, so I'm gonna do that tapped. I'm gonna play the Naturalist out here. And then from the Naturalist, what else can we? I don't want to copy Gloomshrieker, or if I copy Gloomshrieker, um, move to end step. We're gonna sacrifice Pfizer Invention. We are going to find Kenrith the Returned King. Oh, okay. Okay, and I'll be back. Hopefully. Alright, I am back finishing out because my opponent actually basically conceded right after I stopped recording. And basically what had happened is at that point I had about 6 or 7 mana up. So what I was going to do in that position was I sacked Fire's Invention. Through the Enigmatic trigger, I used Fire's Inventions to grab Kenrith with all my mana up and a Yorion in the graveyard and a Yorion on the battlefield. At that point, I can generate loops of value where there is absolutely nothing my opponent can do. I'm either doing that or I'm getting a bunch of life. There's stuff I'm doing turn, and at that point here, I can see it. Um, I'm sorry, I had a lot of internet difficulties and it was very painful to play. In fact, at some point I was on my phone trying to get this game done. But yeah, I didn't expect my opponent to play to sideboard the way he did, where he brought in the Cemetery Gatekeepers and chose to go a little more aggro, probably cutting the meat hooks, and chose to keep in Thoughtseizes. I felt like this is more of a mid-range where we want to slow, and the deck that goes over the top typically wins. While that may be my deck a lot of time, at the same token, I would have thought the Chandras and the Goblins would have been really solid because I'm almost like a control deck. But that's how my opponent chose to play cards. And maybe there's something I'm possibly missing, but I know I personally would have played against Mag a little bit differently. I would have brought in the Chandras for additional card advantage, as Planeswalker can be difficult for us to deal with. The Goblins would have just been a 2-for-1, plus you get rid of graveyard shenanigans that could possibly happen, as shown, especially in the last game. as well as some other things just to try to keep interacting. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next round.